Hey guys, welcome back to Darths. I typically avoid these subjects because I like to leave everyone to their own opinions, and I never usually want to weigh in on the whole behind the scenes thing with Star Wars. I typically stay away from that. But this gets me angry. This is an interview with Kathleen Kennedy from one of the parts from one of her Rolling Stone interviews, and it crossed my YouTube feed, and I was curious because I'm all about the EU and lore and all of that. And there's a quote from this interview, and I I don't think I've been more like angry when it comes to the state of Star Wars. I'm actually trying to not be angry about it. I'm just really annoyed because I can't do anything about this. This isn't something I can change, but this is something I just want to call attention to. Okay, so when I'm super angry, I suck at reading, so bear with me. So this is Kathleen Kennedy talking about why Star Wars movies are it's a tough nut to crack. It said, here the quote, it says, every one of these movies is particularly hard nut to crack. There's no source material. Full stop. Right there. No source material? I'm sorry. Is my bedroom full of shelves of just stuff that I thought was Star Wars? No source material? What? What does she mean by no source material? Wait, is she going to pretend like? Hold on. She wants to sit here and pretend like this doesn't exist. Like this is particular. Like none of this it exists. Like oh yeah, we have no source material. We have nothing to pull from at all. Let's just wait. Sure, yeah, nothing to pull from. So, like, I guess, like, fracturing the EU and whatever's considered canon was absolutely, pointless. There's nothing to pull from, guys. Remember that. There's absolutely, sorry, it's a cell phone. There's absolutely nothing to pull from, guys. They have no source material. What are they supposed to do? Their writers are sitting around. They have to come up with everything from scratch. Like, hold on, let's type in something else. Here we go. Here we go. Post great hyperspace. Oh, it's like, oh look, the Sith Empire. Huh? Wow. Jesus Christ! It's almost like the Star Wars universe has been being built for 40 years. So there's 40 years of content to pull from. But oh wait, I forgot. When you bought Star Wars, you couldn't limit writers, so you're just gonna act like none of that exists. Yeah, sure. It's not like there's, a Star Wars game that, EA just boasted about making $800 million over its lifetime, or nearly $1 billion over its lifetime. It's not like there's a game full of lore and characters and stories that you can pull ideas from that has been, around since 2011, the end of 2011. Guys, remember, there's absolutely no source material. We don't have 800-page novels. We don't have anything other than passionate storytellers who get together and talk about the next iteration might be. You're dumb. That is dumb. Saying you have no source material is stupid. And what really got me is the next part. Is like you start by talking to filmmakers who you think exhibit the sensibilities that you're looking for. No, that's you don't look when you're writing something like this, especially when you're especially when you're trying to write something with a group effort. You want to get nice people to work with, but you don't need to look for people who share your exact worldview. If I did that, I would never get anywhere with anything I write. If everyone looked at the world through the same lens as me, that would be writing would be stagnant. Like, that's not how you write a story. You write a story by getting it from people with different perspective and I get you want it's like sensibilities. I get it, but if that's where you're coming from for writing a story, that is the wrong direction to come from, especially when you are depending on a fan base for your income, for this for the money that Star Wars is making is because of fans, is because of the fans, period. And just oh my god, my brains are going all over the place. this very last part where it says, I would also argue that sometimes people get involved in normal development processes and then they realize, oh my God, this is so much more than I ever imagined. That is nuts. No, no one who signs up to do a Star Wars movie goes, I'm going to go into this with an indie movie mentality. No, it is Star Wars. Even if people who don't like Star Wars know that Star Wars is a huge thing, you don't just jump into Star Wars. That's just not a thing that you do. It's a big thing. This is just absolutely... And this just shows the disconnect that behind the scenes people have with the fan base and the people they're trying to bring into this stuff. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's almost like every fan that has been here has been shouting into a vacuum and they're not listening. They say they listen. And I guess if you want to look at it as The Mandalorian as they're listening, then okay, good, because The Mandalorian is good. I'm not going to take that away from them. But you can't say there's no source material and then say, oh, and then you have to look for people who exhibit your the sensibilities you agree with. You find people who aren't jerks. Find people who it's easier to work with, but you don't filter out people who don't agree with you. That's not how story writing works, and I feel like that's just going by the wayside. Anyway, rant over, video over. Just, oh my gosh, I just had to get this off my chest to someone. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please go ahead and hit the like below if you like this video. Leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe, please. Plus it's free, and plus, subscriptions make me smile. And don't you want to make a creator smile? Come on. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Retorche me, and may the Force serve you well.